Hi, um, welcome to this corner of the internet. My name is Selima, and in the video you're about to watch, I'm reflecting on the question, why do I love music? And to reflect on this question, I kind of reflect on my life experiences and draw three main arcs. My experience with the piano growing up, and then songwriting and community, and then my relationship to the cello. And then I kind of reach a conclusion about why I love it. So I hope you enjoy this video, but I'm also curious in the comments if you could share why you love what you do and what approach you have makes you feel like you're really doing something worth doing. Yeah, I'm curious. Thank you for watching my first YouTube video. Bye. I want to reflect on a feeling, love for music. What does it mean? Why do I feel that way? Is it love that I'm feeling? Yeah, I felt compelled to share this because recently I shared a video of me singing, and a friend sent a message saying like it's sweet to see how in love you are with music. And I was like, wait, what? And then I looked at my eyes and I was like, oh my god, yes, I'm so in love with this thing. I've been doing it. I've been practicing for like years and years and years, and I just really love it. And I love music for different reasons, and I love music in different ways. Music isn't just, for me, it's not just like listening to music on a commute, or although that's a very fun experience. For me, music is like the daily practice, but also the community it builds, the people you get to meet, the places you get to go to, and also what a friend here, Theo, calls like the tingling that you feel when you practice music in community and you are like on the same wavelength. Like there are moments where you are making music and you feel that flow and you're like, wow, this is so life-giving. And I want to give a little bit of background on my relationship with music and how it started. I started first thing first, like writing songs with my sister at home, and the songs were really just like fun. And I think my sister is my gateway to music. I'm just like so grateful to her because I just realized that there was this fun thing that you could do when you put words and melodies together, and the songs were really just like funs and games. And then I started taking piano lessons when I was about 8 years old. And the piano was wonderful because I learned to read notes and to play music, and my teacher was really good, and that was awesome. But my favorite part about piano was the ability to wonder, to sit on the piano and to explore what happens if I hit this note, and then if I hit this note, and then uncovering patterns and repetition. And I've been doing that for so many years. Like I stopped taking piano lessons at the age of 11 because I was a very stressed child, and piano used to stress me a lot. And then I came back to it again, and then I left again. But then just the ability to sit down and wonder, that's the thing that I just kept doing over the years. Like my dad would be like sitting, drinking his coffee, and my mom would be like in the kitchen, and I would be like playing music and just like play music for the house. Or after dinner, I would just like go to the piano and just play. And it's not anything classical, or it's not anything like well known or famous. I would just wonder and kind of make inside jokes and references to like a jingle we had heard, or like the music of the theme music of a show we had watched earlier. And I would just like repeat these things and repeat the same thing over and over again. And then I feel compelled to like move somewhere different and just like play. And I kept doing that, and I just love that experience so much, the wondering. When I feel stressed, I get to sit on the piano and I wonder, and it's usually the same keys, the same chords, but there's an infinity of possibilities, and it feels so wonderful. The second experience that makes me feel so much love for music is writing songs. And that's kind of my introduction to music altogether, but I came back to it like more intentionally eventually. I was writing songs when I was in middle school for classmates to remember like formulas. And eventually I was also writing songs when joined projects. And I quickly uncovered that like music was also a really valuable tool to spread information. If you wanted people to come to your event, to remember your story, remember your purpose, remember a feeling or an era, writing a song about it is just like really meaningful because you're encapturing so many layers. You're encapturing a time, a feeling, a story. And then I also was writing songs for projects like South African Ideas Festival, Tunes Elwain in Tunisia, and also like songs to make sense of like really messed up things, like a lot of cognitive dissonance. There's a song, It's Not a Joke Anymore, that was for a creative arts project. That was just me being like, what is happening? And that was in 2021. And it was just like, the ocean is on fire, try a little harder to follow. It's not a joke anymore, your leader is a liar, the pill's a little hard to swallow. Anyway, I like that song. But yeah, writing songs as a tool for spreading information. And then I kind of took that a step further later with the song Sanasiru Man Nuridu, Become What We Desire. This sentence by Mahmoud Darwish, the Palestinian poet. And I just really liked that sentence. And I was like, oh my God, this is such an inspiring sentence. And there's a whole story to it. Maybe I'll get into it in a different video. But yeah, like that's cool. So yeah, I love music because it allows you to spread information and capture, like keep history and spread information. That's so wonderful. And then the other love of music, this is a bit of my toxic relationship with music. Not my toxic, but like something that I don't understand. This is the irrational part of my relationship with music. It's the cello. So I picked up the cello when I was 15 because I joined the conservatory in Tunis, Qusat al-Manar, and it was so fun. We learned Arab music theory. There was also an orchestra. There was a choir. So fantastic. I love the community around music. I got to make so many friends and get a lot of confidence as a child too. So that was great. Well, one day I was singing in the choir and I saw the bass section and I saw the cellos and I was like, this is what I want to do. This is what is making me feel so excited. I think I was attracted to the beauty of the instrument itself. Just the cello is gorgeous visually, and then its sound is also gorgeous, and then it sounded like I don't know why I was like, yeah, I want to do this. It was really this irrational, and that's maybe where love comes. It's like you're 15. I mean, it's never late to start music. Like, it's kind of silly of me to think that, but at the time I was like, yeah, I'm a little older. And then the people who were like older were really good, and I was like, Anyway, started regardless. And then it was a weird time because COVID happened right after, and then I moved to South Africa to study, and there was no room to be very consistent with the cello, but I just like kept holding on to this instrument. Like, even though I took the cello with me to South Africa, and it was COVID time, so like there was a lot of room on planes, and by some miracle I was able to take it on 2 different planes with no extra plane tickets. I had to cry somewhere on a layover in Egypt, but that worked. And I brought the cello with me to South Africa, and I used to play in the dining hall, and I used to mostly do the same scales I learned from my amazing teacher. I think that's why I kept playing the cello. It's because I had an amazing teacher that was so inspiring, like so magical. I think music teachers can be really like magic carriers. They just inspire you, and they like give you a wave of energy, and you're like, you can't let go, you can't let down this teacher, but also you're just filled with like a feeling that you don't comprehend, and you're like, I just have to keep going. So I kept going with the cello with my very minimal skills. But then I also joined the orchestra thanks to the cello. It's fantastic. And then I participated in other like music programs, and the cello was really like my key. And that's how I think, like, I think the piano is my first love because it allowed me to just wander for hours, and the cello is like my key. And I have to like sit down and practice and sharpen it as if a key, like, just like not sharpen it, but like mold it so it opens more doors. And in college, I started taking cello lessons, and that's where I learned how to practice, how to show up every day and do your scales, and then do like a piece if you're working on it. But I've never really been like specifically good or excited about classical music. I think I'm getting into like Bach a little more right now, like this era. But I just love also the challenge. It's so stimulating to figure out how can I make my body be like fulfill this purpose, like play the notes right. How can I like get to this note and make the shifts happen? How can I be more fluid? And it's really a very exciting experience. And this is where my experience gardening or farming applies to the cello. I was farming for a summer, and I was introduced to this notion of like creative farming or creative gardening, where in the morning you like walk around your garden and you notice all the things that need to be done. And then you start doing things, and you kind of like float intuitively amongst them. Like you don't go from one task, like you know what, task, because it's too straining on your body, and it's also not fun. So you get to like move across tasks, and that's like Lucretia. Thank you so much for this this tool, because I've been using this creative like practice or creative approach to things so much. At the beginning of my practice every day, I take a moment to notice what I feel needs work, and then I just wonder. And sometimes I follow it huge, sometimes I just create exercises, and I just go like, okay, this shift today needs work. Oh, today we're working on this higher octave. Today we're like, I want to work with my like flexibility of my wrists, and I'm gonna just like do it. And I wonder, maybe the learning curve is a little bit slower, because like pedagogues and people have thought about all these exercises and designed books and things that work really well. But it's also really stimulating to just create your own exercises and respond to your own needs. And that's what makes the relationship really fun, to show up every day and like practice and shape your practice to your needs. And then sometimes there are concerts, or I join ensembles, and then there's work to prepare for that. And that also increases like the repertoire I need to learn, or gives me ideas for new exercises or new needs or new problems. But yeah, I just love the cello so much. It's so beautiful, and it's so satisfying when you feel like you're improving. That experience is like really meaningful. My reflection is that I love music for many reasons. There's the personal experience and the daily showing up and practicing and the creative stimulation that it brings. There's the community it allows you to build, like you meet so many friends, but also like the creative outputs. Like my approach to songwriting, especially like songwriting in community, is I really feel like there's something floating around and it needs to come out. And like sometimes it's unsaid things, sometimes it's feelings that are not quite clear. And music allows us to take this thing that's floating around us, that's intangible, and like bring it into something like more tangible, earthy. Though music isn't like something you touch, but I can make sense of it. And when people write songs together, they become tied like by this experience. Like now they have a relationship. It's like, it's not like having a child, but you're like kind of a co-parent of an experience. You like, of a co-parent or of an artistic creation rather. You created something together. All right. Music also brings stress, but I think it's that, yeah, my experience with the piano when I was younger, like the experience of having to, I didn't know how to practice or how to show up every day. I didn't have the discipline in me. So at the end of every week, I would feel really, really stressed. And like, I really didn't like the feeling of being stressed at that point. But then I learned what it means to show up for practice. And then lessons stopped being stressful and became more of a check-in time, an opportunity to learn. I was really excited about my lessons. And then I learned the creative practice approach. And then I was like, whoa, this could be just like fun exploration. And I'm just like at the beginning of the journey. I'm 23 right now. And I feel like this is just like a universe. It's like this world is really like scary and weird, and you don't know what's happening. And it's also really unjust. And like it there's something that happens to the soul when it sees like trauma unraveling, and you see like truth being like suppressed, and it creates such a dissonance. It's like you see something and you know it's true, but the world is like overlooking it. I don't know how to put it. I think the trajectory of humanity is weird right now, and I'm thoughtful of not saying like not having any apocalyptic discourse, because the future is what we imagine. But a lot of weird things are happening right now, especially with technology. It's like it's technology we don't understand that's taken over, and you're like, what are we doing? But I have a thought that as long as there is music, everything's going to be okay. As long as I'm able to like practice daily, but as long as I'm also able to bring people together and create. But creation also comes from a place of safety. You have to be safe enough to be able to channel like all of these emotions. So it's a pickle. It's a pickle. It's funny, I went from reflecting on my love for music to coming to what does it mean to love music in this reality. But the thing is, all we can do is also explore reality in a deeper way. I think this is what I'm learning with like artificial intelligence and all of that, like all those fast-paced modes of creation and consumption. Is that what matters most is like your experience with the medium, and your experience and the experience of your community, and how it allows you to experience reality more deeply. Writing songs with people allows you to build relationships and strengthen your relationships. Really creative practice of an instrument or of any like practice of your choice allows you to really like slow down time and like use parts of your brain that are really exciting and fulfilling, and you just get to know yourself a lot too. But for now, I'll just stop at gratitude for this creation and all the institutions that have been supporting music education and meaningful music education and creativity. It makes me feel so alive, and anytime I practice music with people and partake in a songwriting experience, it also makes people feel warm and alive and connected. And so that's why I think I love music. It's because it makes me feel really alive. Yeah, we have reached the conclusion. See you soon.